Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty season 6, episode 7. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of Rick and Morty, the episode 7 and the episode 8. I'm really close to the end of this binge watching of Rick and Morty, but thanks to one of you guys who told me that on Twitter, I just learned that we have a lot of web episodes, you know, about Rick and Morty, which are shorter. So I checked them, you know, really quickly. I checked the fact that it was a real episode of 5 or 10 minutes, something like that. So maybe, in fact, you're gonna have more reaction videos about Rick and Morty than what I thought. I think that I'm gonna make a reaction video maybe for the short episodes, you know, the short web episodes, one reaction video about them. I didn't count really how many we had about Rick and Morty, and he told me also that we have web episodes about the Vindicators, you know, only about that, so maybe another reaction video about that. Tell me, what do you think about it, if you could be interested, you know, to have a reaction video about them in one video, one for each. I don't think that I'm gonna make one for each, but you know, tell me about it, what did you think of it, and if it could be interesting to have one reaction video about them. I think that I'm gonna make one for the short web episodes and one for this narrative arc about the Vindicators. I didn't check them, you know, like really for all of them, because I don't want to have any spoilers. Like really, for this season 6, I'm gonna end it, and after that I'm gonna watch this episode. Just to say that I'm glad, you know, that I learned that about Rick and Morty, so it means that my binge watching of the season 6 doesn't mean that this is gonna be the end of my binge watching of Rick and Morty. I'm still gonna have a little of Rick and Morty, you know, to explore, to discover with you guys. So it's cool also, you know, to know that it's not gonna be truly the end. After that, it's gonna be truly the end. Like, again, remember that me, I'm working on these videos each time, and also, if you think about my reaction video to the first episode of the season 1, it was like more than 6 months ago, so it has been 6 months that I spent with Rick and Morty. So to say goodbye to Rick and Morty, it's really to say goodbye to something. Like, each time that I'm finishing a binge watching like that, it's always a little rough for me, because I really spent a lot of time with these shows, this anime, stuff like that. Like, I really invested myself, my feelings, my emotions with it, for sure, with the characters, but also I spent time with them. Like, again, right there you are watching a reaction video of 20-30 minutes. In fact, I cut a lot into it, and you can add, you know, 10 or 20 or 30 minutes more than that. And in fact, you know, the time that I spent on the editing, it was 4 hours or something like that. So really, one episode for me, it's in fact 5 hours or 6 hours that I spent with this episode. So, you know, imagine that for all of the episodes of all of the seasons and Rick and Morty, and you're gonna understand more why it has been 6 months now that I am with this show, and why, you know, like, it's not just an emotional investment, it's also a personal investment into a show. So when I'm finishing a binge watching, I'm really like an orphan, you know, like, what am I gonna do with myself and all. And that's why also deciding to what new show I'm gonna react after that, it's always a real question for me, because I know that I'm gonna invest myself as much, you know, into a new show and all. At least that's what I want when I begin a new show. So to choose a good one, to be sure of it and all, because I know that I'm gonna spend that much time with that new show, that new anime, it really means a lot, you know. And yes, I know that maybe you don't care about all of these details, but I think that it's also important for you guys to know about that kind of stuff. because maybe you don't imagine it, like when you're watching a reaction video, you don't imagine the work that we can make with these videos, but you know, it's a lot of investment, not just for the work, not just for the emotional side, but also, you know, for what it means into our lives and all of that, like really the time that we are spending with it. It's cool. It's cool, it's really cool, I love that. I loved, you know, to spend all of this time with Rick and Morty, but it explains also that when I'm finishing a binge watching, I'm feeling a little nostalgic, you know, like, and really sad. Right there, it's not gonna be the case. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes, the episodes 7 and 8, so not the end, not today. That's gonna be cool. I don't know what to expect for this new episode of Rick and Morty, because really, I said it a lot, this season 6, I really felt like I was back into this show, with the DNA of this show. That's so great. Like really, if I think about it, except for the episode 1, which was more the consequences of the end of the season 5, and except for the episode 3, with Space Bess and Mom Bess having sex together, except for these 2 episodes, all of the other episodes really felt like Rick and Morty episodes and were really so cool, like the tired episode with Summer, the dinosaur episode, we had also the Night Family episode, the Rick and Jerry episode. Oh, how can I forget this episode? That's so cool. I edited it yesterday. That's so cool. I loved it, and to see me being so happy at the end, like editing this episode, I was like, okay, the majority of the viewers, they're not gonna understand why I'm so glad, so excited, and all. The ones of you who are watching my reaction videos about Rick and Morty since a long time, you're gonna be like, really, that girl, she loves Jerry too much. I know also that some haters, they're gonna be like, girl, you didn't understand that because of that, Rick is never gonna be immortal, you know, again, Jerry ruined the stuff. Like, do we really want to have a Rick who is immortal for life? Like, no, I want to care about these characters, I want to be afraid for them, and it wouldn't be great, and I prefer so much for Jerry to think that he has a friend, and Rick was really a friend because he spent all of the episodes caring about Jerry. So really, I prefer so much that than to have an immortal Rick. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Okay, so really right there, I don't know what these episodes are gonna be about, because again, we're going really on different directions and it's really just weird situations and weird stories, but they are so cool. So I don't know. I said it a lot, I think, the fact that I would want to have news about Bird Person during this season at some point, you know, and about his daughter. I would love that, and again, I think that it would be interesting for a parallel with the parenting stuff, you know, with Bess and Rick. Why not that? And what else? What other characters, you know, can we see back? Mr. Putty Butt on. Not until the last episode of the season. Yes, I don't know. Maybe new stories or maybe time with old characters, but with the old characters, except for Bird Person, I don't think of anyone that we should see back. Either Rick for sure, but again, not until the last episode of the season. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what we're gonna have, but I know for sure that it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be great, because the writers, they found themselves again with this show and they're offering a lot of good stuff. So I'm going with it, you know, like blindly. I know that it's gonna be great, which is so cool, really so cool. So let's go for this episode. Again, remember that if you want to have my Patreon, if you want to have these episodes earlier, which means that if you're watching this on YouTube, they already have all of the episodes of the season 6. Maybe they have also the videos about, you know, the web episodes. I can't know that, you know, I don't have my schedule in mind, and I don't know if I'm gonna make really a reaction video for them. No matter what, they already have the end of the season 6. with an extended reaction part or full reaction part. I put a lot of full reaction part for Rick and Morty, and it's the best way to support me, it's the best way to thank me also for this entire binge watching of Rick and Morty. You know, you can subscribe only for 1 month if you want, if you can. I understand also if you can't, like, it's not like I'm forcing you to go on my Patreon. I'm just trying to make a lot of advantages on my Patreon for you, you know, to encourage you to join me. But you have also my videos right now on YouTube if you want. And you can subscribe, comment, like, that kind of stuff. It's also helping, you know, to support me for YouTube. Just a little, really, that much. But it's also helping me. I mean, with time, maybe it's gonna help me. I have the assumption that it has been years now that I'm saying that. It has been years, maybe. I don't want to count. That kind of things. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Let's go for this episode of Rick and Morty.
Previously on Rick and Morty.
Jerry, I had sex with your wife.
Previously?
I did it! I fixed portal trap! This happened too?
I'm pregnant.
No, it did not happen. No, it did not happen!
Harry slipped out doing what he loved, getting stung by bees.
He didn't die?
You, Jerry Jr.?
Thanks for solving that.
He didn't die, and you didn't.
Thanks, Tony.
You're not pregnant?
Okay. Rick, do you promise? I do, and for our honeymoon, let's go to a steel chamber lined with ionized deuterium. Why? Morty, none of this is real. We're in a previously on spiral. Clear your head. After all that's happened?
I love Jerry.
What did I just say? When?
In that thing you killed Jerry, and Summer had a baby. With who?
Hey, stop it! Previously on, grab him!
Previously on?
Hold on tight, we gotta get through the opening title. Oh, no!
You're crazy! It's not a surprise.
And we're back. What just happened? What was that music?
We're back. Yes, it's really meta. You're back.
Let your body purge the metal.
Jerry is alive. Why this outfit? Previously on?
He wriggled back to the metal layer through a hole in the fourth wall. Put these on and help me find it.
It's gonna be an entire meta episode. I love them.
I mean, it's funny when I do a little nod to the viewers. What viewers? That's the right attitude, Morty. A few carefree verbal aside, none of this season 3 moonlighting shit. Maybe he went down that road? No. If he took that, he'd end up a hero. Damn it, Rick, I don't like this. A bunch of groan-inducing wordplay for 7 TV critics that won't even enjoy it. It's worse than you think. We're basting in meta radiation.
Well, into your minds, writers.
The equivalent to 10 Space Jam cameos. Get him!
Is this a new interdimensional TV episode?
Get out of here! Does he praise? You know Hitler was Catholic, right?
Time for you two to meet the Lord.
That's okay, we're good. Treat like a paratech.
Nah!
Hello.
Who are you?
Rick.
Hello, Amish juggler.
His name is Story Lord.
Lord, Rick, he's the villain from that toy train I bought you.
Oh yes, I remember it now.
Leon was the bait. Jesus?
Oh fuck! You're gonna kill your main characters?
To beat us up? Have you seen South Park? That's the kind of meta I like. The kind of keep us creative.
Thank you. Looks like Story Lord's story is about to become based on real events. I want what any character wants. Motivation.
Nah! A purpose. Not more than Rick and Jerry episode.
Hey, I'm Jesus.
I'm Mary.
That's my mom's name. Oh no.
Eat my suck in your blood and be invincible.
Oh really? Jesus is living way too much.
Your name.
Mary.
Leon's venom makes you think more and more of your life is behind you as he feeds on your released potential. Leon, you saved our
Jesus died!
Why do you look like my character? I am your character. And you are going to improve me.
You're the one writing all of that? Is this supposed to look like one of the writers?
Is this your office or your apartment? It smells
Both.
What the hell happened?
You want to know what happened? Like specifically?
He lost himself with the season 5.
Then they kept telling me it needed something. Yeah, no shit, it needed something. It needed to never be pitched. Goombie, the Ice Queen, the Tickets Please guy, they just bailed on it. The website didn't even fucking work. And it was a shit. They set them to fail. They fucked me, and you're lucky I haven't blown my brains out.
Okay, I everything that you're
Oh, okay, here's your
supposed to
motivation.
represent the writers of this show.
You want all the motivation. That's lazy. It got you this far.
I've been waiting for this moment for years.
Who are you?
Good. Morty, this is Miss Lead.
It's a trick. He wants your prisoner.
You dick. Talking about a mislead, anti-meta field.
No.
I think I can recall the time you built it.
Don't
Who are
try
you? Flashback, we missed you a lot, you know, before the end of the season 5.
Were those not there before? Yes, there's been a continuity error.
These people.
She was not really there during all of this episode.
Tago Nick. His beam has the power to make any character the protagonist. Duck.
I don't know you.
Oh man. Ah, what are you doing, Marvin? Not dying. That's what I'm doing. Ran out on another job.
Well, if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be my man.
Ah! Poor guy. He could be friends with Jerry.
Who's this guy now?
I am Mr. Twist.
Why is this accent?
The self-referential six.
We want a twist. We want a twist.
For you.
Impossible. What is it?
Fuck me.
Nah. Got you.
They got him in a cell made out of sports because it's the opposite of story.
He is.
His name is Brett Kong.
Sports are the opposite of story. You can have good stories in sports. Just look Formula 1.
If you don't free me right now, Rick, I can make very, very bad things always have been the case for you.
Is that a threat? You know what, Red? Forget what I said. We've all.
Who are you, Red? What is your power?
You always were able to be killed with coffee.
So easy.
That twist being.
You were born without bones.
Oh, okay, you can create everything that you want.
Fortress has always been unborn.
Okay.
Been past the fourth
Yeah.
one too long. We won't be real much longer.
You killed us, Rick. What happened?
You atoned.
Who are you?
I'm Joseph Campbell. So
Previous fucking Leon. Why is that prick here?
couldn't know more a prick than you, friend. All characters are meta, Rick. All
They can't
of us
die.
are nourished and consumed by chaos.
I know what
So?
you want to do, Rick.
Scrub Campbell's browser history.
Just trust previous Leon. Well, I'll sure enjoy trying.
You have the same voice than Mr. Puttybut. Oh, I know it because that's it. I have some issues with your voice.
Previously on Rick.
Get him off! Get him off!
Oh,
No, he almost killed you.
okay.
Eh?
This is a map to a region rich in narrative ore. I wish you the best of luck. Just don't open the door after dark.
Why not? Get out here, you communist Jews! It's ready.
Rick, I should stay.
Why?
I'm pregnant.
What?
Fucking hell, Rick!
When you get home, Rick, do
No,
some
no, this is wrong.
adventures, like season 1.
Really, I can't consider this episode as something real which is gonna have consequences on all.
What's my motivation?
Motivation. This machine will siphon it from everyone in the universe.
Perfect. I don't want to work anymore.
All of these toys of Rick, are they real? No, I don't want one. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Wait, you have to register? Seriously double down on motivation as your motivation?
Is this a way for the writers to say that they don't want to make big storylines anymore for their characters, to create motives for entire seasons and all?
So you're jacked, who cares? You can't beat me, Rick. I have 1 million times your motivation.
The hair is wrong.
Not the right color, but it's okay. I could want one, I think.
Do that?
You gotta watch it.
Ah,
Come on, just stop. I don't want to fight you. Sir, you're only proud of your creation's success because you want to be creative. Creativity is frankly adjacent to mental illness and overlaps with it substantially. A lot of talented people kill themselves. The real
Right.
gift is to be ungifted. And from what I saw in your Green Arrow spec script, that's the gift you were given.
The villain was a placeholder.
I said I saw it, Jan. I didn't say I could get past page 5. The problem is, when you write, you're a villain. If you want to be a hero, just stop.
it's a position.
You know what? Maybe I will register.
Tell me I'm the new Mr. Nimbus.
No! There is just one Mr. Numbers and that's already enough.
Please, let me live. I promise to be cooler.
I'll be less inside baseball.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You failed me. No, I failed you.
That's what he said. It's too long.
Jesus, that's the last time I buy a toy from a Rick.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for getting us back alive, Rick. Well, I am a master of both worlds, Morty. I'm Tagman! I live in the tag! I am the tag!
I'm never using you, Tagman.
Yeah! I'm a tag your ass! Tag that ass!
And you're supposed to beat everyone? Maybe I should use you.
I miss my wife!
No!
This is it! Tagman! Yeah!
Did you get it?
Okay. That was a cool episode. Yes, because I love meta episodes. I think like a lot of viewers. And I think that this meta episode, it was the way for the writers to say to the viewers, okay, we've got it. You love meta things, like when Rick is talking directly to the viewers saying, that's it, that's the end of the season. We're gonna see you again, you know, for the next season. Da, 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 da. The writers, they were saying, okay, you love that, viewers, but we can't do that really in each episode. It would be useless, not necessary, and really too much. Okay, you want meta things, but it's only for really meta episodes that we can make it, like it was the case for the train episode. So you're gonna have your meta episode, you've got it, but we're gonna push the limits of this meta thing so much that maybe we're gonna reach really the end of it, and after that we can't do any more meta episode. Maybe meta little things at the end of episodes, but not for an entire episode and not too much into an episode because it would be too much. So really that meta episode I think was the more meta episodes that we're gonna have with Rick and Morty, because they push the limits so far. And it's cool in a way because they explored a lot of things. First, that introduction scene, imagining that Summer could be pregnant, that Jerry died because Beth killed him. Don't play like that with my heart. I can't deal with that kind of things. Just explain first that it's a meta episode so I can be okay with it. Like really, during what? 1 second, 2 seconds? Not more than that. I was like, it really happened and this is a time jump and that's it. We're just gonna be with these characters anymore. That was a way for the writers to eliminate Jerry for good and to have a time jump, to have characters who evolved and being older. 2 seconds of hell for me. But yes, all of the rest of the episode, you know, to have the previously guy, to have the flashback guy, to have all of this, you know, things representing things which are working, which are not working into a good story, you know, the misleading stuff, the twist stuff, and all. That was interesting. You know, in a way, the writers, I had the impression that it was also an episode for them to talk about the season 5. You know what I say since the beginning of the season 6, the fact that I have the impression that they found themselves again with this season 6, that they lost themselves during the season 5 because they didn't know where they wanted to go, what they could do and all. And that really at the end of the season 5 they just gave up and they said to the viewers, okay, you wanted answers for all of that, we're gonna give them to you, all of these answers. So at the beginning of this season 6 it's gonna be a really blank page and we're just gonna be free of all of your questions and we can just create new things and we can just enjoy ourselves by creating stories, you know, which are fun, which are maybe sometimes a little deep, but which are not that much connected, which are not that deep and all. Like really, I had this impression, and I have the impression also that this episode, about the writers and with what the writer is telling during this episode, I have the impression that they are confirming that, they are confirming the fact that maybe the producers, maybe people, maybe the viewers, maybe they were forced, they were pressured, and maybe they pressured themselves also a lot to make that, to make connections between episodes, to make big narrative arcs and all, but that at some point they had enough of it. I have this impression not because of the battle, you know, between all of these different characters, but really about that moment with the writers seeing all of this thing about Batman and all. Like, I have the impression that yes, maybe they know themselves that they lost themselves during the season 5 and that they needed to kill everyone, to kill all of these characters, you know, all of the flashback things, all of this. You know, they needed to kill all of that, to destroy all of that, so they could begin from zero again. It was a good idea to come back, you know, to the train episode, which was a meta episode with these characters and all. It was a good idea, it was well done. All of the Jesus thing. Yes, it makes me laugh because it's always a good joke, you know, to use Jesus like that. I mean, into this show, because except for that, into real life, no, not that much. They are the worst, that kind of joke. But this show is really making them great. And I think that it was the solution of the train episode. No, I think that it was. And it was a bad one. I can't remember right now all of the things of this episode which made me think, you know, that really, yes, the writers were talking to us directly, to the viewers, about the stuff that they did and they don't want to do anymore, about the fact that they did stuff and they want to keep them, some of them, about the fact that they want to do new things and all. You know, all of that thing about the writer pushing the stuff and saying you don't know what it is to be successful, you know, to have a successful show, but in fact it's not because of how it's written, but you know, in fact it's coming because we have some mental issues, you know, and it's really difficult for us. At least it's the case for the majority of the writers, but maybe it's not the case for us, and maybe that's our gift because we are healthy and all, we can do so many crazy stuff, no one is gonna bother us with that because it's so crazy, it's so weird, and we have the right to do it because we're not like them, like all of them. I really love meta episodes for that, because you can interpret stuff in so many ways, or just enjoy them and enjoy all of the meta references. I don't think that this episode is gonna have any consequences for the next episodes. I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna have any. I'm pretty sure that all of the things, you know, that I just said about how can we interpret things, the writers would be like, in fact, it's not that at all that we wanted to say, you went too far with that, we just wanted to enjoy ourselves. But if I say, you just wanted to enjoy yourselves, they would tell me, you missed the point, in fact, we put a lot of messages into it. You know, like, meta episodes are really great for that, because you can find everything that you want into this episode. Yes. Okay, I think that I'm gonna stop this review right now, because again, that was a meta episode, so to analyze it more than that, the writers would be against it. To analyze it less than that, the writers would say that I didn't do my job great. So I think that I don't have anything more to say about it. Again, I think that each scene, each moment could be analyzed, you know, during entire minutes, but at the same time, to analyze it too much, it would be against the meta thing of this episode. Do you understand what I mean? But again, also, I think that it was the more meta episode that they could do, so I don't think that we're gonna have other meta episodes. Maybe some meta wings, you know, during some episodes, but not in all of them, and not so much in all of them, to not be too much. Can you go really further than that into the meta things? And why do you want to kill Jerry that much each time? Stop that. No, I'm gonna end right there this video, and I'm gonna watch one more episode, but I think, you know, yes, I'm gonna eat, and after that I'm gonna watch one more episode for you no matter what. It's gonna be in another video. So it's all for you for this video. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.